The Regions Bank postgame report. Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC.
Speaking with head coach Gary Pinkel after the black and gold spring game for 2013, and coach, just big picture, how'd you feel about how things went today?
Well, I think it was a good day overall. Certainly I thought the one defense really played well, which is really good. I thought the one offense really did some good things. They had some penalties and some things that stopped themselves a little bit. But I think there was a lot of good things that happened. We got a lot of experience from a lot of different players of just being in a game situation again. Maybe guys that are redshirted, hadn't played in a real game since they were in high school 2 years ago. So those are invaluable. And so there's things. It was a good finish. I think we stayed healthy through it. And now we got a lot of work to do until we report.
When you look at the entire month and a half or so of spring football, what are some of the biggest strides you feel like you saw on both sides of the ball?
Well, I think that the most important thing, we put a lot of things different in on offense. And that was a lot of new things, a lot of new terminology, and so that's much more difficult than people might think. And so I'm really pleased that we did that. I think the stability of our starters on both sides of the football, the potential for us to be a real good football team, I feel very comfortable with. I also think that when we vote for MVPs in the staff meeting Friday before the spring game, most improved players, what we do is we look. Generally, a lot of times you'll say, "Oh, this guy's easy. This guy's most improved." But almost every position, we had 2 or 3 players that could have been most improved. And when you do that, that's a very positive thing in coaching, because that means you got a lot of players. And I really believe this. A lot of players, they're putting themselves in a position to play, and I felt real good about that. And I think overall, at every position, we certainly moved players up in those spots that they're ready to play.
What are the next few weeks and months like for you as you lead up to fall camp, as you guys look at everything that you accomplished here in spring, and kind of get the frame of mind that you as the coaching staff need going into the season and fall camp in August?
Well, I think what you do is, it's just really a process. You just go through, stick with the process and what you do. You understand that, that everybody's got to get better, everybody's got to improve. I was talking to media over there today and said that, our players, we coach them 15 days in almost a 6-month period of time. We only coach them 15 days. So for those players to understand the importance of working real hard at their fundamentals on their own, and this summer is mammoth. I mean, they've got to put their individual time into that if we want to be a good football team. And our players will work hard. Coach Ivey does a great job with them. But it's a process. It's waking up tomorrow, making sure you do the right things, and really ultimately that's what I do in our football program, constantly trying to make sure we get those things done.
You seem to feel really good that this team has gotten better in spring. Is that correct?
Yeah, and there's no question about it. And every team gets better, but I just think just overall there's just a lot more players that are putting themselves in position to play. It's one of those things we talk about after every staff meeting. We talk about every player, but we talk about a particular position. Not always. I mean, do guys make that significant amount to sit there and say, well, they're better, but are they almost ready to compete for a championship in the SEC? Are they playing at that level? And we had a lot of players that we moved up into that in the spring, and that's always very positive.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck in the offseason. We'll see you in the fall.
Okay, thank you.
Head Coach Gary Pinkel after the Missouri Black and Gold spring game.